giant underground city discovered in the Grand Canyon of the United States. At the beginning of the 20th century, chance led us to the gates of the underground city of giants best known in those days, and it was an amazing discovery in the Grand Canyon, and the press soon echoed, "Giant underground city discovered in the Grand Canyon." According to the article published in La Gaceta de Arizona in April 5, 1909, the Grand Canyon was home to a civilization of people of cyclopean proportions, that is, they were huge, the civilization that only left us some structures as testimony of its existence, giant underground cities. The article mentioned the discovery of a huge subterranean citadel by an explorer named G.E. Kincaid, who accidentally found it while rafting on the Colorado River, and it's worth mentioning that Kincaid was a recognized archaeologist of the time and had the financial support of the Smithsonian Institute. According to their descriptions, the entrance to this mysterious city was at the end of a tunnel that extended for something more than 1,600 meters underground. Kincaid was impressed that the cavern was almost inaccessible. The entrance was about 450 meters under the wall of a steep canyon. The place was in a zone protected by the government, and the access was penalized under fine. Kincaid said, "Above a shelf that could not be seen from the river was the entrance to the cave. When I saw the chisel marks on the wall inside the entrance, I got interested. I got my gun and I went in," Kincaid said. The architecture found suggests that the builders of that subterranean city possessed advanced engineering skills. The central axis of the underground city made it a gigantic camera from which radiated passages similar to the radii of a wheel. The walls of the main chamber were adorned with copper weapons and tablets covered with symbols and hieroglyphic characteristics very similar to those we know in Egypt. Another interesting finding was the discovery of mummified bodies inside the citadel. None of the mummies found were less than 2.474 meters. That's about 4 feet tall. 10 feet tall. 3 meters is 10 feet, but they were about 10 feet tall, and were all wrapped in dark linen. Kincaid said he had taken photographs of them, one of them with a flashlight. However, none of those photos were found. Further explorations revealed interesting data on the beliefs of those alleged giants of the city. More than 30 meters from the entrance is a room with a cross-shaped plant several tens of meters long, and where an idol was found that could have been the main god of the religious system. He was sitting cross-legged and with a lotus or a lily flower in each hand. His face had oriental features, as well as the carving of the cave. This idol had a certain resemblance to Buddha, although the scientists of the time did not finish assuring that it represented that religious cult. The article also talks about the discovery of ceramics and other artifacts with trademarks having been manufactured in other parts of the world, perhaps a rare mixture of cultures that scarcely occurs in archaeological finds, so this discovery would be of unprecedented importance. The last camera they found in the exploration was at Kincaid and his partner, Professor S.A. Jordan, a ceremonial crypt believed to be at the end of the Great Hall where they found the mummies. Unfortunately, the article does not give any more details about this discovery, nor are there any official versions or references to this enigmatic subterranean city. The Smithsonian Institute denies having knowledge of the existence of this underground city. For the moment, this is only a story that remains embroiled in numerous theories of conspiracy. Are we facing a journalistic fantasy, or perhaps have tried to hide more evidence of ancient myths? And this is from Infinity Explorers by Anshu Vastava. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.